All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to price your detailing services and how I price mine. I know a lot of detailers who undercharge their services grossly. I'm talking, less than $100 for a detail. Anything lower than $200 for a detail is crazy. Our prices range anywhere from $250 to $350 for our normal basic detailing package. But I'm going to take you through all our services, starting with our exterior only. I used to have this as a really, really bargain thing, but we were getting a few too many of them. And I don't really want to do just exterior services. It's just not worth our time. So I raised the price a little bit. It's $150 if you just want exterior. And that's, wash, wax, windows, tires, rims, bare the wheels, wheel wells, shining the plastics, everything on the exterior. Then you got interior only, and that's $195. Again, this used to be like $150, $175. I bumped it up over the years because, again, I just don't want to do a lot of interior onlys. And I want it to be an easy jump for customers to go from interior only to the full detail. So if you want interior only, and that's all inclusive interior, is $195. The next thing would be getting into our standard, and we call it our gold detail. That is full interior, exterior, standard, basic detailing, kind of what you think of when you think of auto detailing. It's our most popular package. That starts at $250 for coupes or sedans, then $275 for mid-size SUVs, and then $300 for large SUVs, minivans, trucks. That's our bread and butter. That's what we do every day. 4 of a day, 2 for each of our guys right now. And then we used to just have what we call our platinum package, and that's $500. And the only difference is we do a clay bar, we do a sealant that lasts about a year, we do an interior stain protectant, and that's really the only difference. So very little time difference between the two details, but you're really just paying for protection on the long end. But we weren't getting a ton of platinums. We mostly did golds, and I wanted to make a in-between detail. So for that little in-between package, we call it our diamond detail. It is a sealant that is in between our typical wax and the year-long sealant. It lasts like 6 to 8 months. It's supposed to. No clay bar, and they do get the interior stain protected. And the price for the diamond detail starts at $375, $400, and $425. And that's for coupe sedans, midsize, and then large vehicles. And we get a fair amount of those. It's people who don't really want to spend the $500 on the Supreme, but they want a little higher grade protection for their vehicle. So we go with that diamond package. And really, I really recommend pricing your services like that, rather than doing, a thing about paying for the hours. So like a 4-hour detail, a 6-hour detail, an 8-hour detail, and charging like that. All our packages take roughly about the same amount of time, give or take maybe an hour or two from the basic to the Supreme, but they're not taking like all day or anything. And the way that we price is based on value. So basic detail, what you think of, everyday detailing, better protection for your vehicle, and then the best protection for your vehicle. And that's kind of how I portray value to our customers that want a detail. If you want your car to be really protected for the long run, go here. And if they want more than that, that's where they get into ceramic coatings. I'll go into that in a second. But rather than trading your time for more money, then I'd rather trade more value for more money. The next thing we have is our maintenance packages. We probably have a couple dozen of people on our maintenance packages. Again, we don't do bargain maintenance packages. We do monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly. I know a lot of people who do weekly or bi-weekly. And if you have a shop, it might make sense. They can just pop in real quick for a quick wash. We do all our things mobilely, so it has to have enough value for us to go out there and do the job and pay the guys to do it. So for our monthly, it's $175 per month. So basically $175 per detail. The bi-monthly is $199 per detail, and then the quarterly is $225 per detail. So you're still getting a deal, and you're basically just buying a package of details for the whole year. And then we get that on a recurring basis. So as soon as they sign up, I go ahead and schedule out every detail for the rest of the year and beyond. And then they just let me know when they want to cancel. We do cancel anytime. We haven't really had anybody cancel in a while. We had a few people at the beginning who just stopped. They would just cancel like day of. And I just, canceled all the rest of their details after like 2 cancellations. But we have a solid core group who love our maintenance packages. We see them every month or every 2 months. They're really, really good customers to have, a nice backbone of income for every month. But that's how I recommend doing your maintenance packages. Don't nickel and dime people doing a $50 weekly wash. Bump it up to $175 a month, and that should be your cheapest maintenance package. And then bi-monthly, quarterly. That way you're seeing them every now and then. And you can charge more, and you're just giving them you're giving them a discount on a bulk package of details for the year. We also sell some add-on services with our details. We have 3 that are our main popular ones that we offer, publicly. And those are engine bay detailing, ozone treatment, and headlight restoration. And we do these 3 just because they're very simple to add on. They add a good $50 to $100 in extra ticket price, and they don't take that long to perform. So engine bay detail, that's a $50 add-on. Takes maybe 30 minutes to probably less than that to clean out the engine bay while we're there, but it's not included in any of our details. Ozone treatment, that's a machine we bring with us and we just turn it on while we work, or we set it there and leave it there. Either way, it's super, super easy for us to do that, and it's a $100 add-on. And then headlight restoration is $50, and it takes probably 30 minutes or less to restore the headlights. We found a really, really good system to restore the headlights, and all my guys know how to do it. And all my guys know how to do all of this stuff because it's part of their job, and we've trained them to do that. But it's easily trainable. Rather than paint correction, we don't offer that as a add-on service you can book. We do offer paint correction, but it's not something you can just tag on with your detail. You have to talk to me and kind of price it out, and then I talk to our paint correction guy, and we kind of settle on a price that way. So we have that as an offering, but it's not something you can just book in our website. The last thing we offer are ceramic coatings. And these range in prices, so I'm going to be looking at our prices because they change so kind of sporadically, and I just redid the prices. So for our low tier ceramic coating, which is basic paint enhancement, a half-day turnaround, and it's basically for brand new cars. They need very little paint correction, and we're also always running a $300 off deal. I highly recommend y'all do that as well. Just account for it in your price, but we'll name it a bunch of different things like back to school, Black Friday, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day. Like, we'll just give it a name. The start of summer sale, whatever catchy name we can come up with. And then it's always $300 off, and our prices account for that in here. So for this detail, it's no paint correction. So they start at sedan for $800, crossover $825, SUV $850, and truck $875. And then we take $300 off of that. So it's basically $500 to $575. If you want your glass, rims, or interior coated, it's an extra $199. So those are add-ons. They're not included in our ceramic coating prices. So, we just had this actually the other day. Guy got the 2 bronze ceramic coatings. So he got 2 $500 ceramic coatings, and then he added glass rims on both. So he turned the $500 into 2 $900 coatings, and no paint correction required, which was awesome. Our middle tier, which is probably our most popular, it's a full 1-step polish, 1-day turnaround. We throw in a free rim coating, and the prices go sedan $1,250, crossover $1,350, SUV $1,400, truck $1,450. Then we drop $300 off, so it's $950 to $1,150 for those. And then again, you can add on the glass or the interior if you want. And then our last one is our high tier. This is normally really vintage cars or really nice new cars that are all swirled up. It's a 3-step polish. Basically, we're getting 95% of swirls out. It might take the full day, and you get the free rim and glass coating. You can add the $200 interior coating if you'd like, but the prices go $1,550, $1,650, $1,750, and $1,800. So basically $1,250 to $1,500. This one, both the mid-tier and the high tier, our paint correction guy goes out there first and works all day, and then I follow up behind him, do the actual coating, talk to the customer, collect payment, that kind of stuff. But I highly recommend, if you're thinking about doing ceramic coatings, do something like that where you always have some kind of deal running. That way, if anybody calls you on the phone, oh yeah, we're running a special right now, $300 off. So they're always, some kind of urgency, like, oh, we got to get in on this deal. But yeah, that's pretty much all our packages and how we price everything. If you have any questions, let me know. And I'll see you on the next one.